Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening once again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of our Seniors Connect, vocal singing for seniors. I hope you enjoyed the last one that we had the last week. This is another session, and I'm happy to have every one of us join here. Before we go on too far, we need to acknowledge um, the government of Canada New Horizon for Seniors program. This online workshop is actually funded in part by them. And New Horizons for Seniors is doing a wonderful thing year by year. They do give grants to organizations who in turn run these programs to make sure our seniors are taken care of. This is Canada Diamond Awards. It's a non-for-profit organization, and this project is called Seniors Connect. We've had native drumming for seniors. You can go on YouTube and watch some of the clips and some of the workshops, the in-person, some of them are there. We've done conventional drumming for seniors, and we are working also on this vocal singing for seniors. I'm just going to give a brief summary of all some of the things that we discussed the last time, just to bring us up to date with our expectation. Like vocal singing, what is vocal singing for seniors? It's an activity that leverages the physical and mental benefits of singing to improve our health, to improve our social connection and overall well-being. As we get older, it's very easy for our health to start to deteriorate and very easy to start losing connections with people and just general things that happen. And these things includes the kind of vocal singing. It can be group activities like being in a choir. It could be individual practice. It can be helpful for those that are suffering with dementia or other health issues. What does it do? When we sing, we have improvement in our moods, in our memory, and the physical skills. Because if you can't breathe, you can't sing. If you don't have certain skills, you can't articulate these things. So it is not just opening our mouths and making sounds. They're actually parts of our body, parts of our thinking, things that we don't consider, you might not think of, that is actually very important in that. We need to improve our mental health as seniors. We need to have reduced stress. There is so many things going on around that can cause us stress, loneliness, feeling like, oh, after you've worked so many years, like, oh, what I don't have anything to offer. And things start to deteriorate from there. But when we engage in this kind of things, when we engage in singing, our mood is improved and there's reduced stress and our psyches begin to work very well. We've done all this, we've talked about all these things in the last one. So today, we are going to be going to another area, of that will help reduce isolation, nourish relationships, help with cognitive stimulation, and all those kind of things. So today, actually, I'm going to share my screen. 1 second, and I'm going to acknowledge those that I see. I see people that were here at the last class, also here again. I guess it's quite exciting. I'm actually very excited. I've loved singing for years. I have been part of so many of those kind of things. It's good. If anybody that is not doing that, I think you're missing out. I love singing. I enjoy singing, and it's a actually I would say it's a very, very good way for us to continue to communicate. We had one Wednesday, August 20. Today is Wednesday, August 27. We still have a couple more, and then we have some in-person ones. So we've divided it into sessions that is not too long. and make us like, oh, I want to disconnect. Once again, this is sponsored in part by the Government of Canada New Horizons for Seniors program. So let's go. Let's move and see what we have for us today. Canada Diamond Awards is in Mississauga. That's our website. You can watch this back again on YouTube. We have some things we post on other social media where we tag seniors in Canada, we tag Government of Canada. It's very exciting. Welcome, everyone. I see Chooks, I see Isobel, welcome. I see Caroline, welcome. I see Felix, welcome once again. I see Chuba, welcome once again. Folu, welcome. Tobias, Chinyere, welcome. Welcome. I see Peter, welcome here today. I see Irene, Bosse, wow. Helen, wow. Thank you so much for joining us. I see other names. Ofre, I see Sisi, I see Sele, I see Ona, I see Kamsi, I see Tona, I see Chisom. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us. If I missed your name, I apologize in advance now. Hopefully before the end, I will be able to acknowledge other people that have joined us today. Thank you so much for being here. So my name is Shade Ahigbe once again. I'm going to be the instructor. I'm considered a senior. Seniors are people aged 55 years and above. And I'm in that age range. And I'm the facilitator for the vocal singing for seniors. So today we're going to look at vocal singing styles for seniors. There's so many styles that exist, so many. But let's talk about what it does, having different vocal singing styles. Nobody wants anything that is monotonous. Variety is good in life, having varieties of things, so that even if you're bored with one, you can go on the other one. Or if you don't like one, you can be part of something else. That's not just singing alone, just life in general. So our singing styles, we focus on gentle exercises. As we age, things begin to age. Voices age. The body ages. So we have to, even regular singers too, they encourage exercises. But as we age, we have to focus on gentle exercises. Gentle, not something that will drive us like, oh, that is too much for me. Because we need to maintain. And if we want to continue to sing, there has to be improvement in our vocal health. So we need to focus on emphasizing breath control. Before we can sing, we need to be able to breathe. We need to do breathing exercises. There's resonance, there's gentle pitch in range walk, There are all these things that we need to know and to be able to maintain and improve our vocal health. There are styles for seniors that are less strenuous. There are styles you see a young person that they will just take it because the vocal muscles, they can handle that. But we have to be very gentle. We have to look at less strenuous, like ballads, or those that can be adapted to a comfortable range. There are those that will suggest jazz, country, musical theater. Those are other choices. There are so many styles of music. We all know that, right? And there are different styles from the cultural part also, because different cultures, they have different types of music. Even as in the Christian, they have the gospel jazz. In other countries of the world, there are other styles, but we're just going to look mainly at this because the range is actually too wide. So I picked these three, and I believe that they are good choices for us as seniors. So what is the key to not running away from vocal singing? What is the key to enjoying singing? What is the key as seniors? What is the key so that we improve our health, we improve things and not cause issues? It is to prioritize safe vocal production. Safe. Because we need to try to sing without strain. We need to learn techniques that will work for us as seniors. We need to learn techniques, or for people that have been singing, we need to continue to remember that, because it's very easy when you're used to something. It's very easy when we've been doing something over the years to take it easy and realize that, oh, okay, I was able to do that before. It's a little challenging. I'm not going to force myself. I am going to take it easy and consider what works, consider things that will really be good. So we can focus on techniques like lip trills, like humming, focusing on a clear, supported sound, something clear. So we're going to look at that and probably practice one or two. Like I say, we are not all going to mute because Zoom is not forgiving. I keep saying that. It's what is going to come out as is, but where we are, we can practice any of these things. So I want us to focus on foundational techniques. In anything we do in life, the foundation matters. Without the foundation, things can collapse. So the foundational techniques, they work every single time. No matter what we do, if things are not working, go back to the basics, go back to the foundation. If we think that what we're learning, how we're singing is not working, go back to the basics, go back to the foundation. Breathing, we talked about it last time, not yesterday, a week ago. We talked about it, and now we are here again talking about it. Breathing is very important to be able to sing and sustain singing. Breathing exercises is really one of the main things, because we need our respiratory organs to be strong. Our lungs participates a lot in producing song and being able to maintain and sing. So we have to start with exercises that build control over our breath. Our breath is the foundation for all singing. From a young age, there are things that you practice, and we have to practice breathing in, breathing out. We have to practice different kinds of, ways to breathe in, breathe out. If you're having challenges with that, we need to take it easy. But we can start little, because we need to be aware. We need to be aware. The goal is not to cause more issues for us as seniors. The goal is for us to participate in this, see that there is good in it, and build on it, and enjoy life. Enjoy the life that we have. No matter the challenges we're having, we have all these lessons, as the government wants things that will make seniors happy. So let's go on and see. So gentle vocal onset and semi-occluded phonation. This is exercises like singing on a gentle V sound or leaf threes. We need to make all those kind of sounds, and they're very, very important in everything we do. So I just want us to remember that it is very, very important to do those kind of gentle exercises. You can do that sitting down. You can do that while in the kitchen. You can do that while sitting outside. You can do that quietly anywhere. It makes the voice more efficient and safer to use. Exercising, gentle this sound. It has to be gentle. The mouth is very important to sing, because you can't sing without a mouth anyways. So let's all, from time to time, as we prepare to either join a choir or to join a singing group, to join a community group, learn all these things, because at the end of the day, the goal is for us to make something out of this. The goal is for seniors to see they can and go out there. So that's one. So we also want to focus on resonance and forward focus, working on finding where the sound resonates to produce a clear and forward-paced tone. You know, when we start when we start the sound, as we begin to sing, as we begin to practice these things, practice makes perfect. It gets to a stage where we have this clear tone, clear tone. The more we work on our vocals, the clearer our vocals is. The more we sing, the better the vocals is. It's not a once a month thing. It's something that we want to do regularly, and everything gets better. You know that when you practice things, you get better in it. If you want to learn how to drive and you only try once a year, you're not going to drive, but you're going to have to continue in it. So we have to work on finding where this sound resonates so it can produce this clear and forward pitch tone. What about gentle pitch? We have to gradually explore our vocal range. You know, there's low notes, there is high notes. When you listen to a group of people sing and you listen clearly, you can hear different ranges in the notes. When the solo singer is singing, they have to have that voice to be able to sing that where the notes are clear and people can follow along and enjoy it. And we have to find, as seniors or anybody, a range. We have to focus on comfort. You have to be comfortable, because if you are not comfortable, if you go too high or too low, it can strain the vocal muscles. It can strain yourself. You might not even enjoy what you do, because that means you're putting in a lot of energy into doing that. This is supposed to be something that we'll learn and we'll begin to enjoy. This is not something that is going to aggravate us or cause us to think that, oh, this is becoming stressful. No, it's supposed to reduce stress and not increase stress. So we have to focus on comfort. As seniors, that is very important. We've done things for many years. Comfort time. New Horizons seniors, comfort time. So rather than forcing higher notes or lower notes, not force it, just be comfortable. Just be comfortable. Just be comfortable as you sing. Then, as we sing, we need to practice clear pronunciation. Because when we're singing, just like when people sing and we hear, if we don't hear what they're saying, yes, I know there are some songs that people sing, you don't have no idea what they're saying. The beats is what makes us do that. But if you want to hear, if you want to learn the words, if you want to learn, then we have to also sing with clear pronunciation, because we want it engaging. There are some words in songs that when you hear it, you're excited about it, you know? When they sing about love, you know, people want to, you know, be part of that. Everybody wants to feel love. There is nobody that does not want to be loved. No matter what challenges we have gone through in life, no matter the walls that we have put up, love will trump it all. So if they're singing about that, we would want to resonate with that. I hope. I hope. I know it's not the same for everybody, but I just want to throw that in there. So we need to focus on our pronunciation. We want to make sure as we sing, the words actually come out and it is very clear. So these are all basics. It's not that we can cover everything about that, but there are popular singing styles for seniors. There are many singing styles, but we're going to focus on, you know, things that, like I said, comfort, what we're comfortable with. Jazz, for example, it says that it relies heavily on improvisation, where musicians, they can create melodies and solos on the spot. That is very good. Can you imagine when seniors sit together? You know, somebody takes a tone and somebody else is able to pick another tone from the middle. And somebody begins to sing on the spot. Can you imagine? Everything kind of works together. So there's a lot of improvisation in jazz. So that is one of the areas that will really work for us as seniors, because we can take this range of styles, we can improvise, and it can be expressive. Nobody is saying that we're going for the Juno Awards or we're going for these awards. No, What we are saying is that we're here to relate together. We're here to create a community. We're here to do things that will take us away from being locked up or being unhappy. We're here to express, our vocals, our singing. Some already are singers, and some are evening singers, which means that is that this time they start to learn how to sing. Everything can come together. Everything can work together. So I want to encourage us that don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Yes, you can do it. What about country? Country music is actually traditionally known from Wikipedia, a mixture of ballads and dance tunes played. So they have the fiddle, the guitar, the steel guitar, the drums, and keyboard. Everything comes together to make this country music. Country music is on storytelling. That's what they focus on. If you listen to it, they're telling a story. We as seniors, we have stories. You can tell the story of your life and sing and turn it into, we can all together just sing. Comfortable vocal range. Country music doesn't really, it's like people are telling stories with their voice and they're singing along. So it doesn't need some special high range thing. With practice and singing, we can do that. Tell stories. You can sing to people and sing the stories. You can, whatever story, as long as you know that that is your story that people can relate to and make people happy. All that we can do that. Yes, as seniors, we can do that. So that's a good one. What about musical theater? When I was much younger and when my kids were in all these dance classes and music classes, musical theater it's it's really good because there's emotions, there's acting, there's all these things, varying styles, from ballads, more upbeat numbers. It's a theater, just like it says, is a theater. So we can also be part of that, can be part of that because you will enjoy. It's something that your emotions can come into that. And different styles can also come into that. So I want us to focus on to look at like jazz, country music, musical theater. Now we have ballads. These are slow pace. It's not everybody that is into high, 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 high. Some people just are mellow. It's just different personalities. So all these options are for different personalities. So these slow pace songs allow for sustained expressive notes without excessive strain. You can sing slowly, sing at your comfortable level, just sing and be happy. Sing with other people. So whether it's high-paced songs, whether it's cultural songs, whether it's slow-paced songs, whether it's involves acting, let's make sure that we don't strain ourselves and now be on the other side of where we're supposed to be. So the popular singing styles for seniors, humming. A lot of us hum. If you stopped humming, find a way to humming again. You can be humming in the room, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, sitting down. It's a great low impact way to warm the voice. We're just humming a song. Okay. There are others that are, I hope you're humming along where you are. When we get to that in-person, you would have the opportunity to do that. But I would say it helps to warm up the voice. So on your way to choir, on your way to community, you can hum your way along just to warm your voice along, just to get your voice along. So humming is good. A lot of people don't know that humming has a very, very good thing that it does. Warms up your voice. It keeps your brain working. You need the brain to hum. And it also helps the lungs too. It helps our breathing because we're doing something. That's good. What about the vocal glides? You can gently slide from a comfortable high note down to a comfortable low note and back up to stretch the vocal cords. Just slide because we're warming up. We're not, like I said, we're not in a competition. So as you're all watching on, yeah, I'll come to your questions later. I can see a lot of excitement and I can see a lot of positive comments. I'm so grateful for virtual classes for those that, never thought about that they could enjoy that. So you can go from a comfortable high note, like, let me see if I can make one high note. Oh, ah, ooh. We're seniors. We don't have to be perfect singers. We're just trying to make sure that we don't lose what we have and we can also gain more. So keep trying that. Go from a comfortable high note to a comfortable low note that you're not going to lose a sweat or anything. You just go from high to low and back up to stretch the vocal cords. So you keep going back and up and down and then up and down and up and begin to stretch our vocal cords. So that's another good one. What about lip trills? Make a brrr sound with your lips while gliding through comfortable range to improve vocal flexibility. Just be all those things. With lots of practice, it gets better. Lips, gliding through comfortable range. Who says we can't? And who says we won't? Yes, we can, and we will, and we are doing it. So every one of us, where we are, I want us to do the sound with our lips while gliding through a comfortable range. Don't worry, nobody's marking you. I see a lot of laughing emojis. That's all part of why we're here, That's all part of why we are here. I see lots of, virtual claps. We clap for ourselves. Clap for everyone that has tried. Well done, well done, well done. It's really, really good. Another thing we can do, practice reading poems or stories, focusing on varying your pitch and volume to improve vocal control. Let me find a poem that Let me find a poem that I can quickly use. Let's see. No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's another one. You know, we can keep doing that and just keep enjoying it. And, you know, we will see that it's really good. So let's quickly go through important tips for us. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. If you feel any strain or pain, stop and rest. Remember, your voice is an instrument and we all need to be gentle with it. We need to stay hydrated, drink plenty of water, avoid excessive caffeine and alcohol, which can dry our vocal cords. Start slowly. We can't be a professional singer overnight. It's a process. And with consistent, gentle practice, we can improve our singing at any age. Okay, do we have any questions? I know people are still laughing. Yes. Oh, Isabel, you said you will continue to practice. That's good. Hopefully you will be in our in-person class, and everyone that has practiced here will use that as everything they've practiced here. We're going to do warm-ups and everything. We're going to go from low to high. People can bring poems and read it just to practice. Just keep doing all those things. Yeah, put in our email address is info@canadadiamondawards.com, as you see on the slide, and you can call 905-629-9999. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, and have a good evening. We'll see you next time. We'll publish the next time, the next class, and hopefully you will invite somebody. Thank you.